Ay. You see them running in circles tight, always got a story they rehearse tonight. Asking for dimes, they got no shame, blaming the world for all their pain. Oh, they say, let me hold something, always needing, always frontin'. You're the wrong one, can't you see? Crazy seeing the world differently. They spin tails and point fingers keen, victim medals glisten in the sheen. Borrowed time and shallow dreams, forever caught in their scheme. Oh, they say, let me hold something, always needing, always frontin'. You're the wrong one, can't you see? Crazy seeing the world differently. Watch them call you cold, heart tight. When you say no, they see for fight. Indignation, such a plight. In the victim Olympics night, running in that endless race, mass smiles but no grace, holding hands and casting blame. Life's just a hollow game. Oh, they say, let me hold something, always needing, always frontin'. You're the wrong one, can't you see? Crazy seeing the world differently. Oh, they say, let me hold something, always needing, always frontin'. You're the wrong one, can't you see? Crazy seeing the world differently. They spin tails and point fingers keen, victim medals glistening in the sheen. Borrowed time and shallow dreams, forever caught in their scheme. Watch them call you cold, heart tight. When you say no, they see for fight. Indignation, such a plight. In the victim Olympics night. Oh, they say, let me hold something, always needing, always frontin'. You're the wrong one, can't you see? Crazy seeing the world differently. Oh, they say, let me hold something, always needing, always frontin'. You're the wrong one, can't you see? Crazy seeing the world differently. Watch them call you cold, heart tight. When you say no, they see fight. Indignation, such a plight. In the victim Olympics night. Running in that endless race, mass smiles but no grace, holding hands and casting blame. Life's just a hollow game.
They said I never rise, tried to clip my wings, but now I own the skies. I'm the one who sings. I stood on the battlefield bold and raw. They tried to cut me down, said I taste the flaw. But here I stand now feeling tall. The doubts crumble like a castle wall.
We wanna run the wall under the burning sun.
Now I watch them run like the night undone. They wanted us down to see us crawl, but in the end we broke the fall. They fall.
They whispered words meant to twist and bind, told me my dreams were just lost in time. But I kept my heart wild and free. Their darkness couldn't swallow me.
They laughed behind my back, called me just a dreamer. But now I'm on the track, I'm a true believer.
Look at them running, ducking and hiding. They thought
trying to take me down. Told me I'd be nothing, but wore a broken crown. Now I'm the one bluffing.
We won the war under the burning sun.
Now I watch them run like the night undone. They wanted us down to see us crawl, but in the end we broke, they fall.
Look at them running, ducking and hiding. They thought we'd fall.
Now we're the titans. Look at them now, head in their hands. We built a kingdom from the wastelands. United and fierce, our spirits soar. They never knew we'd win this war.
We wanted it so bad. We fought the toughest fight. Now they stand so sad, blinded by our light. We won the war under the burning sun. Now watch them run like a night undone. They wanted us down to see us crawl, but in the end we broke. They fall, they fall.
Now they the shadows hiding in fear. We the beacon shining bright and clear. They echoes fade in the dust, we rise with victory's flame in our eyes. Now they the shadows hiding in fear. We the beacon shining bright and clear. They echoes fade in the dust, we rise with victory's flame in our eyes. Let's get it.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. How is everyone doing today? Was that intro fire or what? We started a little late, but look at that. Look at that. We are on the billboards, the digital billboards. It was fun. It was fun. Shout out to everyone out there. I appreciate you guys so much. Welcome to the Tech Coach Ralph channel. We are Engineer Twin. I am Tech Coach Ralph. We will be together for the next almost 2 hours working on DevOps. We are going to the cloud. We are going into Google Kubernetes Engine, trying to deploy our Urban Dictionary of Economic Data the same way that we did using Minikube locally. We're going to try to figure it out on the Google Kubernetes Engine, on Google Cloud Platform, all of that good stuff. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully everyone is having an amazing weekend, an amazing Sunday afternoon and evening coming up soon. So how is everyone doing? Hopefully you're doing well. So here's the deal. I'm going to jump into the intro or into our agenda, what we're going to be working on today. I'm going to check the chat and then we are going, I'm going to have a quick hitter on little things. Like I'm going to expand more on it tomorrow in Candid Conversations, but I wanted to give a little intro to it about what I want to talk about for Candid Conversations tomorrow. And then we're going to get to work. We're going to figure out, look, I've never used before a few weeks ago, I never used Kubernetes before, right? So I've never used Kubernetes on the cloud before, let alone Google Cloud Platform. We're going to figure it out. That's what we do here. We are engineered to win. All right, so let's get into our agenda real quick. Let's get into our agenda really quick. So first and foremost, as I always like to do, is a big shout out and thank you to all of the subscribers to the channel, the new ones, those who have been with me for a while, for a long time now, those like my guy Don who just popped up, those have been with me for a while, those who watch from the clouds, those who are very active in the live streams and the comments. I love you guys. I truly, truly appreciate you guys.
I appreciate you.
And I appreciate the fact that you guys are on this learning journey with me, whether tech is your forte or your niche, or whether tech is not for you. I don't know. But whether you're just supporting because you like the type of, you like that we're having fun while we're learning, or you are trying to learn this tech stuff, I am with you 100%. Let's go out and get it, all right? All right, and I want to say a big shout out to all of the Tech Coach Ralph Patreon members, my tech barbarians, my technical explorers, my tech prodigy members, those that I work with one-on-one, and those who are getting value from the type of events and content that we do in the Patreon. You guys are absolutely amazing. You guys are the best.
We the best.
And shout out to my tech mercenaries, my YouTube members who support the channel, who keep it going. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. But we have to go out there and get it.
Let's get it.
All right. So really quick, I'm going to be uploading the sprint review on the Patreon from maybe like a month ago. I haven't uploaded that yet. So I think it was like right before Christmas or New Year. I'm going to be uploading that one. It was pretty shortened up. So I'm going to put that. The stock stuff last night with CJ, the Wealth Building Journey, I'm going to post that as well. And yeah, so that's about it. I'm still working on thinking about some ideas for some new content related to AI, DevOps, and stuff like that. That is going to be exclusive to the Patreon. All of that good stuff, all right? Upcoming show schedules. This car drives by, all right? So upcoming show schedules. We have tomorrow morning. We have large language models. Somebody, a good friend of mine, gave me the idea of like, hey, have I tried DeepSeek yet? I'm like, I have not tried DeepSeek yet. Maybe you can try that. Maybe I can see if I can integrate what we've been working on into the DeepSeek large language model, see how that works, see what kind of results that we get compared to what we use currently, right? Right now we're currently using OpenAI. We can also use Ollama if we wanted to. So just try, because we're going to be getting into a comparison. Once I get this content creation assistant in a good spot, because I've been using it all week. I kid you not, I've been using it all week, helping me. Like I've been going so much faster this past week ever since I set up the content creation assistant, getting my title. I'm getting pretty good titles, getting my descriptions, great descriptions, getting my keywords, and I haven't worked on the thumbnails yet, but that's going to be coming soon. But then once we get done with that, then we're going to be getting into comparing the different large language models to see which one is the best and which ones we want to actually go with, all of that good stuff. So tune in tomorrow morning. Large language models we're going to be trying to integrate DeepSeek. Going to be looking at their documentation. Maybe we'll do that Monday and Wednesday. See, because I've heard a lot of talk about DeepSeek. I want to see how it works. See if we can integrate with their API. I'll sign up for the service and pay for some tokens and stuff like that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe about $25 or something to see how much we can use it. All that good stuff. So tune in tomorrow morning around 7:45 a.m. We're going to be going live Eastern time. All right. And then we're also going to have tech Q&A on Tuesday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Tune in for that as I have questions. And if you have questions, I don't have questions. If you have questions, I will do my best to answer it. I also have some questions already planned. So tune into that. And then tomorrow, like I mentioned, we're going to have candid conversations at noon, premiering at noon. I'm going to be talking about, to be honest with you, I mentioned in the video, this is not the video that I wanted to record this weekend, but it was heavy on my heart. Why do people, when they get a tiny bit of success, right, they start to run away from their success? And we come up with all these excuses of why we cannot do what we were on the path to do, what we were destined to do. So going to be talking about that tomorrow, noon. Definitely want to tune in to that. All right. So that's upcoming for the next 2 days, all of that good stuff. And as you know, throughout the week, we have clips from different shows. In case you cannot meet the live stream, you can't make the live stream, we have clips going out throughout the week so that you can be caught up and you can have your daily dose of this tech stuff. All right. So with that being said, I already spoke about the. Let me check the chat. I'm gonna check the chat and then I'll decide if I want to talk about this. All right. So let me see. We got Rod Brown prying in. Rod Brown with 1D. Shout out to the Nourishing Word. Shout out to my guy Rod Brown. And we have Roxy in the building. Roxy on the scrubs says, good afternoon, TCR and Rod Brown. Shout out to my guy, Rod Brown. And Rod Brown says, now I need to step my intro game up. What? Rod Brown, I already told you where I get my stuff from. You can go over there too. Roxy says, a different intro? What? You know, we can never, ever, ever stay stagnant on the Tech Coach Ralph channel. We make it work and then we make it better. I'm always exploring. I'm telling you, I have a place where I get all my different template ideas from it. I'm like, oh, let me try this one. Let me try that one. I had to get After Effects the other day and I'm like, I'm just going to get it for about a month because we have a project to work on. And now I'm like, oh my God, I might have to keep After Effects because it's so damn good. I was trying, like, let me just get it for like a month just so I can get this project done. And then I'm like, oh my God, there's so much room for activities when I'm using After Effects. All right. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do in my life. We got my guy, my day oneer, my brother, Don Johnson in the building. Times Square Ralph, NASDAQ Ralph. I'm trying to make it big league. All right. Oh my God, we got my guy J-Lo on the track, Video Productions in the building. What's up, J-Lo on the tracks? What's good? What's going on?
Let's get it.
Yo, my guy J-Lo, he does amazing. How would I like sports highlights for like high school? Is it high school you do it for, J-Lo? J-Lo on the track. Is it high school? Is it college? Like, but all I know, it is amazing editing skills. Really good stuff, right? And J-Lo on the track says, tech is an interest for me for my future. At the moment, the military is not forever. I'm also here to support. Shout out to my guy, J-Lo on the track. Whatever, just hit me up, J-Lo. Whatever, J-Lo on the track, whatever. I cannot call you J-Lo, all right? As much as I want to, I cannot call you J-Lo. I have to say J-Lo on the track, all right? But hit me up. And Roxy says, I'm going to rush home for the show. Let's get to it. Looking forward to seeing you here. All right. So let's do this. All right, let's do this. So really quick. I'm gonna cover this more tomorrow, but it breaks my heart slightly, my cold heart, when I see people who have so much potential, that they can do so many great things, right? But they just let little things get in the way of all the greatness that they possess. And I'm like, you could have gone far. But we just continue to let we delay success if we ever get to that success at all, you know? And I'm like, for me, I am not patient with myself. I'm very patient with other people because I cannot control what other people do. But for myself, I do not practice patience. I'm like, all right, I see something and I'm like, all right, we got to go out there and do it. And if I'm going to have to sacrifice a little bit of sleep, if I'm going to have to work to the wire, if I'm going to have to show up to basketball on Sunday mornings late, then so be it, because I am engineered to win. And I'm like, we make so many excuses. We blame so many people on the reasons that we cannot do what we have to. Like, I'll give you an example of someone that I respect and I admire, right? I mean, it might change in the future. I'm just kidding, right? But when I saw Rod Brown release his video the other day about Jesus's morning routine, and he woke up early, and you guys go check out the Nourishing Word, right? I cannot stress enough, but waking up at like 5 in the morning, maybe like 4:55, and then, you know, doing his daily devotion and then going for a run in the freezing cold without gloves. I was like, whoa, that is this serious, right? But like when you have to do something and there is no ifs, ands, buts about it, you got to do what you got. So if you have to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and you have to go out for a run, you have to go to the gym, you got to do whatever you got to do, right? You have to wake up early and code to learn to whatever it is. You don't let any. You might have kids, you might be married, you might be whatever. You do not let those things sidetrack you. You stick to your commitments. You stick to your commitments, but you're like, I have commitments to myself as well, that there is nothing that is going to stand in the way. And you go out there and you do it. You don't make excuses. You just go out there and do it. So I'm going to talk about that more tomorrow on the premiere of Candid Conversations, but it's just something that I've seen for so many years. And I'm like, why do we stand in our own way so often? Anyways, let me not go down the tangent. Let me not do Candid Conversations today. Let's do that tomorrow, right? So we're gonna jump into the show. Let me just check out these last remaining comments real quick. JLo on the track production says, appreciate you. I appreciate you too.
I appreciate
Says high school varsity basketball is my main focus. College is barely filmed for me. Awesome. I want to talk. You know what? I'm gonna hit you up because I want to talk to you about that because there's some cool stuff that might be helpful to you. All right. So I'll hit you up after the show later tonight, maybe tomorrow, and we'll talk. All right. And Roxy reiterated without the gloves. Bruh. That's a trooper right there. That is a true trooper right there. All right. We're going to do it. We're going to get started with the show. Look, I have absolutely no direction that we're going in with this because I didn't even do any research on how we do this on Google. I didn't even check the class. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to start our first timer.
It's time to do.
And we're going to switch out our screen over to here. So right now I have up our Urban Dictionary of Economic Data, but that's running locally. We want it to be running on Google Cloud Platform at some point. So I'm going to do a quick search and I'm going to say how to deploy or let's say how to set up Google Kubernetes Engine or cluster, or how about we do this? How to use Kubernetes on GKE, right? All right, so let's see. We can start off with which documentation do we want to look at? Let's start off with this one, right? Let's see what this has to say. So Kubernetes on Google Cloud Engine. This is from Jupyter Hub, I guess Jupyter Hub for Kubernetes. All right, Google Kubernetes Engine is the simplest and most common way of setting up the Kubernetes cluster. You may be able to receive free credits for trying it out, though we note that a free account comes with limitations. Either way, you'll need to connect your credit card or other payment method. So we already have that. So we're gonna have to go to Google Cloud, or we know how to do that. Enable Kubernetes Engine API, choose a terminal, and you can either use a web-based terminal or install and run the required command line interface on your own terminal. I'll probably do my own terminal. We recommend starting out with by using the web, or maybe we could do that. Let's see. All right, so web-based terminal. Okay, so there's a terminal right there. We could do that. Not a big deal. Install. So we already have. Well, I mean, I don't know, because we have gcloud installed. We have kubectl installed. Let me see. So right now I'm just reading through this information just so I can see what is it like based on what we did using Minikube, how easy it's going to be to just do it on our own. So, all right, gcloud container clusters, create machine type N1 standard, zone, cluster version, latest, cluster name, kubectl, node. Give your account permissions to perform administrative actions. So when we did it using Minikube, right? We did deployments, services. We pretty much did deployments and services, right? All right. So we see this. All right. Let me go back. So let me open this in another tab. Let's see, deploy an app to GKE cluster. Let's take a look at that. This is documentation from Google. Enable the APIs, launch the Cloud Shell, set project ID, replace, all right, we got that. Create GKE cluster, gcloud container clusters, create auto hello cluster, create an autopilot cluster named hello cluster, get authentication credits for the cluster, authentication credentials for the cluster. Let me see, deploy an application to the cluster. Okay, so now it starts to do the same thing that we're accustomed to. All right, so now I'm feeling a little bit better. We have we have to find our image name, but that's fine. This Kubernetes command. All right, so okay, this looks very familiar. So expose the deployment, okay, this is exactly what we've done. Target port 8080, port 80. Okay, I'm familiar with that. And inspect and view the application, get pods, get service. Okay, so we're familiar with the get service. Delete service. Guess we can leave the deployment. I think we're good. I think we're ready to get started. I'm feeling pretty I'm feeling pretty confident. That's a good one, right? That is a good one. All right. Let's go to cloud.console.google.com. And what did I do wrong? Or is it console.cloud? Console.cloud? Console.cloud.google.com. And here we are. Let's go to our Urban Dictionary of Economic Data project, and we're going to do Google Kubernetes Engine. Kubernetes Engine API, let's go to that. We are going to enable that. Wait for that to happen. All right, so our Kubernetes Engine API is officially enabled. All right, let's see what's next on their information, on their quick start. So we've enabled the API. Our building is already set up, so we're good. We already selected our project. Launch the Cloud Shell, which is going to be this, I guess. Continue. So we've been doing it via our regular terminal, but we can try out the Cloud Shell. All right, there goes our Cloud Shell. And we have use gcloud, set project change to it. All right, so we're good with that. We have our project selected. Let me move this over here. All right, so now we have our project set. Create a GKE cluster. So we're gonna call this We're gonna call it UDEC dash GKE, right? For UDEC, Urban Dictionary of Economic Data dash Google Kubernetes Engine. Okay, that's the goal. And we're gonna put it on location US East 1 as we normally do. So gcloud containers cluster create. What is create auto? Create an auto. What is an autopilot? No, wait. Well, why do they call it create auto? What is, all right, so let me see what is an autopilot? So let's do some research. What is an autopilot cluster on GKE? So an autopilot cluster on Google Kubernetes Engine is a cluster that uses a hands-off mode to manage a cluster's configuration. In this mode, Google manages the nodes, scaling, security, and other settings. Okay. Features pre-prod billing. You only pay for the pods that are running, not the system components or unallocated capacity. Surge upgrades, GKE upgrades, multiple nodes at the same time to minimize disruption to running workload. Built-in security configurations. Autopilot includes built-in security configurations, security boundaries, and security resources based on the use case. ARM architecture support. Autopilot supports requests for nodes to use ARM CPU architecture, which can be more cost efficient than x86 nodes. Okay, I like that. I like that. The benefits is allows you to focus on your services and applications. We don't have to worry about managing the cluster. Can help you save costs and improve time to market. Shout out to that. And streamlined configurations that follow Google Kubernetes Engine best practices. You can create an autopilot cluster in GKE. All right, cool. So that sounds like a plan. We are going to say, so G-Cloud container cluster. So let's see, does it have autocomplete G-Cloud? Oh yeah, container or G-Cloud, maybe not. G-Cloud, yeah, container. Okay, so all right, container clusters. And then we're going to name it create auto. And then we're going to name it UDEC-GKE for Google Kubernetes Engine. Let's go ahead and press enter. Can I zoom in a little bit on this? Let me see. Zoom. All right, there we go. Got it. All right, cool. I think that's good. You can see it well. Let's do a good old enter. Authorize Cloud Shell. Let's authorize. And, oh, okay, we didn't supply the location. So -- location. And that's going to be, is it an equal sign or is it a, let me see, US East 1. And the command is authenticated, all right, with my email address, which is active account verified, okay. Okay, so still an error, response 403, permission denied, location, all right, so I think it's no dash. Let me see. G-Cloud. All right. So the kubelet read-only port is now deprecated. Please update your workload to use the recommended alternatives. For ways to creating the cluster UDEC GKE in US East 1. It's working on it, so that's a good sign. Get me some water while it's working on it. All right, taking its sweet little time. But we are learning. I love doing this stuff. I really enjoy doing this stuff. When whether we're doing the large language models, whether we're doing the ethical hacking and cybersecurity, whether we're doing DevOps, I absolutely enjoy it. Funny thing, right? The software explorations that we're working on for this coming Wednesday, I thought I had did a presentation specifically on reconnaissance, the information gathering phase of ethical hacking, but I did not. So I was working on it. I was putting it together, and it's interesting because my dear friend Nightjade, who has been in tech for a long time and in cybersecurity for a long time as well, sent me a link about active reconnaissance versus passive reconnaissance. So I'm working on the presentation, and that's exactly what they're talking about. Oh, this is absolutely amazing. So she definitely knows what she's talking about. All right, taking its sweet old time. Let's see. Creating the cluster. Let me see if I navigate around here to see if anything is actually happening. Let's go back over here and let's see, request, errors, latency. Let me click on this right here. And let's see, costs, no cost, credentials. I have my credentials here. Quotas and system limits, nothing set here. Metrics. Cluster, okay, cluster is being health checked, so it's making some progress. It's a waiting game, apparently, but we're getting there. We are getting there. Okay. So while that's happening, let's see what we're going to do next, right? So after that is set up, we're going to do a get credentials, get authentication credentials for the cluster. After creating your credentials, you need to get an authentication credential to interact with the cluster. Okay, cool. So container clusters get credentials and then the name of our cluster. And then that's when the fun starts. We start to deploy our application. So I think we should push the latest renditions of our at least of our front end. The API did not change at all, but if we can push our what do you call it, the front end, the React that has the AI integration in it, then that would be pretty cool for us to see it working on a hosted environment, right? Let's see if this is done yet. Still being health check. Jeez. Talk about taking a long time. All right, so let's see. So then after we do that, then we're gonna do, so it's going to be pretty much the same thing that we've done the past few weeks, but we're gonna have to do it for, I don't, I don't think I'm gonna do the Mongo, because we did the Mongo to have it locally, but I don't know. I think no, I'm gonna use the Mongo that we have on Mongo Atlas, and we're just going to have to configure our API to connect to that one. All right, so we're gonna figure it out. Let me see if this is done yet. My goodness, this thing is taking forever. She went to break while this is happening. So then once we do that, we're going to say, so we do our create deployment. We're going to expose our deployment. So port is the port that we want to access it on, and the target port is going to be the port to look internally, from my understanding. So passing the type load balancer flag creates a Kubernetes engine, a load balancer for your container. The port flag initializes public port 80 to the internet, and target port flag routes the traffic to port 8080 on the application. So we're gonna have to do, is we're going to have to do, that's gonna be like port 3000 and port 80 for how we're gonna be accessing the API. Yeah, port 80 for the API for now. And then we're gonna do the same thing for the front end. All right. Oh my goodness, this thing is taking forever. Let's do a search. How long does GKE cluster take to get started or set up? A GKE cluster typically takes several minutes to set up, depending on the configuration and node pool size. With the initial creation process often taking only a few minutes, but additional configuration and application deployment might take more additional time. Okay, so we have our work cut out for us right now. So we'll wait. We'll keep looking around. And to view the application, inspect the running pods by get pods, and then it says you should see one hello server pod running on your cluster, which is going to be UDE. Well, I think it's after we actually do the deployment. Let's see. So we need a deployment. We need to pass the image though. Oh yeah, they did do it. They did it right here. Okay, got it. Remember that. So name of it, and then pass in the image. We're gonna use our image that we have on Google. All right, so I think I pretty much know what we need to do. It's just taking forever to get created. Get some more water. Let me go check our console, wherever it is at. Let me try that again. Let's see. I don't see anything happening over here. I guess we'll wait for it. Nothing we can really do right now. Let me see. So what we can do though, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to, in the meantime, while it's doing its thing, we're gonna go to our other screen. And I'm gonna open up a terminal so that we can tag our latest image with our latest front end image to push that up to Google Cloud. All right, so all right, we're gonna do Docker images. And we're going to say, all right, it just finished. But while we're here, let's go and take which app? I thought we deployed the. Am I confused? I thought we deployed. All right, there we go. Wait, nope, that's not it. Registry.dev. No, that's locally. Interesting. I thought we had deployed the. I thought we had deployed that to. Well, guess what? I guess we have to deploy it. Well, I guess we'll have to deploy it to Google Cloud Platform, right? No worries at all. So for now, let's go back over here. That is done. The next thing that we would do is create the deployment. But before we can create the deployment, oh no, not the next thing. The next thing we have to do, which I think we can do in the right amount of time, containers, get credentials, clusters. All right, so let's do
lunch break,
G-Cloud, containers, get cred, or clusters, get credentials, and then it should be the name of it, UDEC GKE, location equals US East 1. All right, so we are authenticated, we are all good, and we are ready to go to break. All right, so we're moving forward. We have that created. We're gonna have to do a small pivot because I thought we had. I could have sworn we had it. We'll double check. If we don't have it, then we'll have to do a small pivot. We'll have to push our images for the Urban Dictionary of Economic Data to our Google repository for our Docker images, and then we can use that to pull into our Kubernetes engine, right? But for now, we are going to, let me make sure there's nothing in the chat real quick, and then we're going to get to our first topic, which I want to talk about entry level DevOps roles, right? Do they exist? What are they? Let's find out. So nothing in the chat stands out. All right, cool. Let's get to it. Let me put up our first break. Entry level DevOps jobs. What do they have? So I talked about entry level last Monday's Candid Conversation, and it is really, really tough to find entry level roles nowadays because my personal belief is the influx of inadequate training and these tech boot camps, they do not prepare people for even entry level work, right? So now they're making it more stringent because there's so many people that are applying that do not qualify. So they're going to make it a lot harder. They're going to say you need like 2 to 3 years, where you could probably do the job with no years of experience, but you have some level of decent education. So I think that's the issue that's happening, right? But put the timer up as well. But I want to look at, all right, what is an entry level DevOps job, and is that something that you get into without having any prior tech experience? Let's find out together. So I'm going to do a search over here. Switch screens. We're going to say, what is an entry-level DevOps engineer job? All right, so an entry-level DevOps engineer job focuses on assisting with the automation of software development and deployment processes by utilizing scripting languages, cloud platforms, and CI/CD tools, typically involving tasks like setting up infrastructure, managing configuration files, creating simple automation scripts, and supporting the implementation of DevOps practices within the team, often requiring foundational understanding of system administration and coding principles. All right, so you see that right there? Why is my face covered? Why is my face covered? That is unacceptable. I'm gonna move myself up a little bit. You know what? I have a question. I have a question.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions. Number one, how dare you?
How dare you cover my face? Anyways, I digress. So it says that the key responsibilities of entry-level DevOps might include basic infrastructure management, provisioning and managing cloud instances, setting up network configurations, managing user access on servers, scripting and automation, writing simple scripts in languages like Bash, Python to automate repetitive tasks like server deployment, data backups, and configuration management, version control, using Git to manage code changes and collaborate with other development teams, CI/CD pipeline support, assisting with setting up and maintaining continuous integration and continuous delivery pipelines using tools like Jenkins, GitHub Actions, that could include TeamCity, Circle CI, all these different tools that you might need to be familiar with. Monitoring and logging, implementing basic monitoring tools to track system health and identifying potential issues. Creating documentation for deployment process, configuration, essential skills for an entry-level DevOps engineer, which these can be jobs in themselves, right? Linux system administration basics, scripting languages, version control systems, cloud computing knowledge, infrastructure as code, Terraform, CloudFormation, things like that, CI/CD principles, awareness of CI/CD concepts, and common tools. All right. So now they talk about a learning curve. While entry level DevOps requires a blend of technical skills and understanding of software development practices. So expect a learning curve. Collaboration, effective communication and collaboration with development and operations teams are crucial. So then they can get certified, right? All that good stuff. Anyways, so here's what I want to talk about. When it comes to, this is what I was saying the other day. When it comes to entry-level roles, not all entry-level roles are created equally, because coming into a DevOps role as an entry-level DevOps, you probably need prior experience either in QA, either in software development, either in networking, because it's taking all those things and it's blending them together. It's putting them together. And that makes it so what your market is. So this is the marketing pitch, right? Here. Follow along here, follow. So if you were to join my bootcamp, right, I will get you ready for a DevOps role in 3.5 weeks. Yes, I am. It's going to be in 3.5 weeks. You're going to be an expert, a black belt in Docker, in Kubernetes, in CI/CD, but you have to show up for 2 hours a week, for my boot camp. And then you're going to run up the back. You're going to make $250,000.28 per year. But you got to join my boot camp, and it will only cost you $14,925.99. And you better not miss the 99 cents. But wait. Stop. If you join today, in the next 20 seconds, I will give you a 98% discount. But you have to join in the next 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Get a move on, back to work, chop, let's go. Come on, get a move on. Back to work.
But what do? You say, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And then you get there, they teach you a whole lot of nothing. And then you go to apply endlessly, running in the endless application race, only to be told,
Do not come.
So entry level, just because it might be entry level DevOps, it does not mean it's entry level tech. You're gonna have to learn, get familiar with the network. You're gonna have to get familiar with software development. You're gonna have to get familiar with the Scrum and the strategy and the procedures. So it's not just learning one course and then now I'm ready to go. No, you have to build knowledge in a variety of different areas, a variety of different aspects. All right. So that is a thought. I just wanted to share that with you. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. We're going to get back to work in just a second. Let me get this off the screen. And I am going to step away for 60 seconds. 60 seconds, I'm going to step away. I will be back. And we are going to play. What do I want to play? What do I want to play? One of my favorites. I'll be right back. So give me a second. I just have to go get something. Let's do this one.
Still have a lot to do, I still have to put away the chairs. But anyway, I've got all the chores. Or anyway, it's up to me to do them all. I still have to put my clothes today. All in all, reality is cats, like an alley cat at your park. But now I gotta do your part. I got a day job and a night job and an interview at 5. You've gotten rid of both boyfriends and you've given me the green light. I got a day job and a night job and an afternoon away. You just waved a hand and we're engaged, you say. I've been up since 4 a.m. and finishing this at midnight. After this thing I should sell it and call it quits when the getting's good. I took a night at your new club today to take a break away from the rats. But now I got your locker stool and your car keys in my cart. I pick up the pieces left on the floor while you walk away like you don't care no more. I'm tired of cleaning every mess you make, slowly losing patience with every break. Every promise broken never leads to change.
All right. I just wanted to hear the rest of the song, but maybe I'll play that on the way out. All right. Let's jump into our next 20-minute segment of work. We're going to tag our Docker image with the Google, with whatever Google needs in order for us to be able to push it up, and we will go from there. Right. So let's get to it.
Let's go! Let's go!
All right. So let's go to Google, to the Google first, right? The Google console. Let's go over here. And as you can see that our Kubernetes stuff is set up. And we're going to go over to, all right, there we go. We're going to go over to, what is it called? Registry? Artifact registry. Container registry or artifact registry? I think it's container. Is it container registry? Let me see. I do have it. I don't know why I didn't see it. I do have it up. So let's see which one we're looking for. Okay, we do have it. I don't know why I didn't see it. I didn't see it in the. That is weird. Oh wait, I remember now because we did it directly using Google cloud. All right. So, all right. I remember now. So let's see. So here we have the app. We have the front end. So it's probably this one and this one, maybe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the trying to remember. I think the app is the front end and this one is the back end. So let me see. Let's do this. Um Google registry. Google container registry. And let's say we push image to Google Container Registry, right? All right, so this is probably the one that we looked at last time. We will do. I already have that. Create the Docker repository. Gcloud auth configure Docker US West 1. It's not the one that we used last time. Docker pull. Let me see. Let's see. Docker tag. I don't think this was the one that we did last time. Google artifacts repositories create repository. I kind of remember us building it on the fly. Because we can do the Docker tag. But I don't see it over here. That's the so I'm looking over here. And I would think that I would see GC. All right, so there's the, I don't know what this one is. GCR dot. See, that's the only one. Let me go back over here. I need to start bookmarking this stuff. I know you can bookmark it through Google as well. Pushing to good. All right, let's see. Push and pull images. Let me see. Do I have my book? I know they have bookmarks over here. My safe pages. Yeah. Save pages. All right, so that's a static outbound. Let me see what this one says. Gcloud, pushing an image, location, tagging an image, Docker tag, project ID. All right, so let's try this. I don't know. Let's try this. So we're gonna go to, and I only need to really tag the. I think the. Where is? Let me do one last thing, just so we can see this better. Grep to filter Docker images. So grep is to filter Docker images using grep. You can use the following command: Docker images : grep, and then the search term. All right, so let's go over to here, and I'm going to say, because it's like way too much information, grep image Docker grep. Let me zoom in on a little bit. Docker images : grep, and the search term would be UDC. So for UDEC, we have Let me clear out. It's too much stuff on the screen. Let's do that. All right, so there you go. So we have this one. So this was 13 days ago. So let's do this. We're gonna go with. We will do. Docker tag tech coach Ralph /UDEC-FE to G Google container registry.io/urban dictionary economic data /UDE. I should just make another one. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do another FE latest. And let me also do this tag of latest as well. Let me confirm. Let's take a look at our documentation over here. But I hope you can see how we end up using something that we did like 2 months ago. And did I memorize it? Not exactly, but I know what I need to do, you know? So, all right, so we are tagging it and I want to go to over to here gcr.io. All right, and I need to say, how do I push it to the right location? That's one thing that I'm not. All right, so okay, there's pushing image to g.io. Before you push Docker images to GCR, tag it with its registry name. This configures the Docker push command to push the image to the specific location. The registry name format is GC project, where project ID is your project. Okay, so we don't need we don't need to pass in a location, I'm guessing. All right, let's give it a try. See what we get. Right, so we are here, and we're gonna say enter. All right, so let's do a Docker. Let me do one more grep with the FE at the end. So we have the one that we just tagged, right? And if I do Docker push, put latest on the end, maybe. All right, let's try that. See what we get. Okay, let's see what's going on. Unauthenticated requests do not have permission. All right. Project, urban dictionary, economic data, locations may not exist. Let's check the name of our repo. Our repo, so urban dictionary dash economic data. So the repository doesn't exist. Setup instructions. gcloud configure. Follow the steps below to configure your client to push and pull packages. Using this repository, you can also, see more detailed instructions, initialize gcloud, configure Docker. Run the following command to configure gcloud as the credential helper for the artifact registry domain associated with this location. So, all right, cool. Let's go over to here. Let's do that. gcloud auth configure Docker. And it should be gcr.io, or is it dot? Let me try both. us-docker.dev, pkg.dev. All right, so You configured a file that contains these credential helpers. Adding credentials, adding credentials for US, after updating, the following will be written to your Docker config file. Do you want to continue? Sure. All right, so please, so updates, all right, cool. I guess why not? Let's stay up to date, because when you don't stay up to date, that's how you get hacked and stuff. So let's do, while we're here, components, update. Let me see. Yeah, I like to opt in, make software better. Let's see, workbench. Let's go yes. Let's get our G Cloud updated so we don't face any possibilities of being hacked and stuff like that. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, you know? Let me, all right, getting everything updated. And now we're gonna have to figure out how, so I'll try to push it again, but I might have to tag it differently. I don't know. Let's clear that out. Let me go to try to push again, see what we get. All right, so you don't have, so we can't do it there. So let's try to do tag it at, so we're gonna do, let's look at the instructions again. We are going to do Docker tag source image location dash Docker package. But do we even, I don't even know if we have a repository for that yet. Let's just go back up here. Tagging the local image, pushing an image. What about creating the, so we did this. So what about we do Google create, or Google GCR create repository. I thought we have a repository already though. Create container repository. Google Cloud, right? All right. Store Docker container images. So we have, so I know we did this already, I believe. Google artifacts, repositories, create repository format. So let's do this. G Cloud artifacts repositories list, right? Let's go over here. And I'm gonna say G Cloud artifacts repositories list dash dash project equals urban dash dictionary dash dash urban dictionary dash economic data. Listing items under project across all locations. I should have passed the location. But we have make this wider. Let me zoom out just a little bit. So we have a repository gcr.io, and we also have this one. All right. Let me see. We have, so if we have this repository, gcr.io, GCR, so why is my tag not working then? gcr.io/Urban Dictionary of Economic Data. Maybe because, let me see, maybe that one doesn't exist. That might be why, actually. Let me try to keep it separate for a second. Let's go and do, let me try to do this, right? So let's say we do gcloud artifacts repositories create and we say all right, let's just create another one. Let's just create another one, right? udec-fe and I want it to be in the same folder though. But for now, whatever. We can I'll delete this later, right? But let's just see how this is gonna work, right? So repository, and we're going to say repository format. I don't know how I got to the GCR one, but location equals US East 1 and description. Why can't we just use the other one though? Let me try this. I know I'm going back and forth, right? But something's weird, right? So let's do tag. Let me do this. Let's go over to here. And I want to take a look at this one, which has stuff in it. Let's go back over here. US East 4. Setup instructions. Let's see, view more detailed. Got all of that. Configure. So how do you push the GCR? It doesn't say. I don't know how I got to that one. All right, let's try this. Let's try this. I'm going to change my
Lunch break! Lunch break!
tagging. Let me try to do this real quick. What time? How much time I have left? Let's see. Okay, let's spend a few extra minutes on this. I'm like, we gotta figure this out. So, okay. So US. Oh, configure Docker. I think we're good with that, right? So maybe it's because I don't have one in here yet. So if all right, let's try this. I'm going to clear. Oops. Let's do this. Clear that out. Clear, and I'm gonna say the Docker images grep udec-fe, and I'm going to say tag this one to say Docker tag that one, and we're going to say take this one And I'm going to say Urban Dictionary, Economic Data App, right? And I'm going to say latest, and I'm going to say enter. And let me try to push this one. Not sure. Because I remember we did something differently. Oh, I think I know what happened. I think we built the image straight from our Docker file. That's what I think we did. I think that's what we did. Don't I don't remember exactly, but let's see what happens with this, right? Docker push unauthenticated requests. You do not have permissions. I don't have permissions. Why do not have permissions on this? There we go. Try. If not, then I know what to do I know what we can do, but just was curious. Configure docker us docker.pkg.dev. You configured the file contains. Okay, so all right, so we're gonna try something a little different after break. After break, right? So it is what it is. It is what it is. Let me check the chat real quick, and then we shall get to our second break time discussion. We have C. Marshall in the building. What up, good people? What's up with you as well? Hopefully, you're having an amazing, amazing weekend, amazing Sunday afternoon. Tomorrow is Monday. That means it is just another day, another opportunity for us to get to work. So welcome. Happy to have you here as always. And thank you so much for your support. I truly appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
All right. Our next break time topic and discussion is going to be what is the best roadmap for a DevOps engineer? Because here's the deal, right? And today, because we're talking about DevOps, we're gonna focus on DevOps engineers, but it's pretty much for anybody in tech. Before Ferris, my guy Ferris started working 100,000 jobs, he had put me on to a website called roadmap.sh. And they have a bunch of different roadmaps for people in tech, right? And I think that it is very useful that should be like one of the first things that you check if you want to go into cybersecurity, SOC analyst, ethical hacker, GRC, whatever the case may be, right? You want to check out roadmap.sh to see what is it that I need to do. A really good friend of mine asked me maybe yesterday, day before yesterday, said, what would be the best way to get an 11-year-old into tech and stuff? And I'm going to spend like 5 minutes on Tuesday answering that question, but TLDR on it, I was like, starting off with a robot. But mainly for me, what it was for me is just being around this stuff. When I'm looking at my son, when he has a phone in his hand, he has a tablet in his hand, he has a computer, a touchscreen computer, right? And he's just figuring stuff out, figuring out how to like, I don't know how he finds his videos on YouTube, but he's just able to figure stuff out. And he's a little over 2.5 now. And just to be able to touch things and giving them something that is not the best and having them figure it out how to make it better, driving that critical thinking, driving that innovation. I'm gonna talk about more on Tuesday's Q&A. That'll be the first question that we talk about: how to get younger kids into tech. You see, like they're good at video games, they're good at sports because that's what we put in their hands. So what about if we put more tech stuff, more coding stuff in their hands and let them run wild? I'll touch on that more, but going back to roadmap.sh, can we give our kids a roadmap earlier on, or are they destined to follow into our footsteps, the same troubles that we had? Let me see. Does this thing? Let me give me a second here for a second. Let me see something because I don't know if I saw my transitions working the way that I wanted them to work. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, that's. I know why. I opened the wrong version of the software, but it's all good. It is all good. Tomorrow morning, we will get our transitions on point. All right. We got my guy in the building, Magnetar17 says, "What's up? What's up with you, Magnetar? Hopefully, you're having an amazing, amazing Sunday afternoon. Thank you so much for checking in, for tuning in. All right. Let's go to roadmap.sh real quick. We're gonna switch screens and we're gonna go to roadmap. And this is like I said, this is great for like young people to get an idea. But I think that it is essential for us as well. Whatever it is that whatever like, if we're learning cybersecurity, if we're learning AI engineer, look at this new AI engineer. Maybe we'll touch on this in either tomorrow morning or Wednesday morning for AI engineer because we're working on large language models. But so many different roadmaps over here. Let me zoom in on this, right? All right, so many different roadmaps that you can go down. But we're talking about DevOps, right? So look at that, DevOps right here. We click on DevOps, and it's a step-by-step guide for DevOps, site reliability engineers, and other operation roles in 2025. Look at that. And this is why I say we in 2025 have absolutely zero, zilch, not excuses for not being successful. I don't care what anybody says. Let the trolls troll. Let the trolls troll. We had a little bit of fun yesterday. I premiered my favorite troll, right? But let the trolls troll while we are running it up. Right? Let's put our timer. See, I almost forgot the timer, right? Let's put a timer. And all right, so this is gonna be the roadmap for DevOps because we're talking about DevOps today. Maybe we'll make a small segment on the shows to give people an idea of where to go to, where to find out what they need to do for their desired career field, right? But DevOps roadmap, and the DevOps, like all these roadmaps, it is comprehensive. It tells you everything that you need to do. I don't want to overwhelm you, so I say, all right, look at the beginning. Right. So the first time you look at the whole shebang, you look at the whole roadmap, and then you just focus on sniping little aspects of that roadmap in order so that you can make progress. This can easily be a timelined goal that you follow, right? So let's see what we have, right? So learn a programming language. Learn a programming language is the very first thing that they have here. So I remember back in the days, like, oh, can I go into tech without having to do any code? It's possible. You could become a product manager, a scrum master, stuff like that, which they get paid nicely, right? But one of the reasons that I love the coding side of it, work like being a QA engineer, software engineer, DevOps engineer, is because it gives me the ability to think about how can I create my own stuff as well, right? How can I create my own stuff? How can I be innovative, like creating because you see in Jupyter Notebooks we have the content creation assistant tool, right? But I'm going to make that into a web application, and probably even have it where like make it a SaaS application, right? So all the content creators who are trying to put more content out there but optimize their workflow, maybe that's be something that they're interested in, you know? So, but you need to learn a programming language, right? So I know Magnetar is working on learning Python. I know a bunch of people learning Python. Just depending on, I don't think the language itself matters as much as learning the concepts. So you have this is learning Python, Go, Ruby, Rust, JavaScript, and Node, right? With JavaScript and Node, you can build APIs, you can build front-end applications like we did for our Urban Dictionary of Economic Data. And then on the other side as well, you have your operating system. So you need to know how to code as well as the operating system. So you might have to learn Windows. You might also have, for sure you're gonna have to learn Linux, right? For me, I like whether you're learning what do the green check marks mean? The green is alternative option, pick this or purple. It says personal recommendation slash opinion for the purple check marks and order in roadmap, not strict, learn anytime, right? So they recommend Python or Go, but you have Ruby, Rust, and JavaScript. I would say like all these are important. I would say for DevOps, Python and Go is probably one of the preferred because it's more of a lot of scripting that you're gonna have to do, looping and stuff like that, which makes Python and Go perfectly capable of doing. Like Rust is probably more if you're doing some type of data type stuff, right? JavaScript and Node is probably if you're going to be doing if you're going to be into like web development. But operating system, right? So Linux, Ubuntu Debian or Red Hat. I think that one stands for Unix FreeBSD. You know what? I'm not as familiar with Unix as I am with Linux, which I'm not super familiar with Linux either, but I digress. All right, so then they say then you have to learn terminal like we've been doing. We had some deep dives into terminal. You see me using terminal here, but and so from the terminal knowledge for Windows and for Linux, either Bash or PowerShell. PowerShell is going to be if you're using Windows, depending on the industry that you're in, right? Let's say you are a federal employee as well as some other industries that they prefer. Like I would say healthcare prefers Windows as well. But let's say you're one of those, you probably want to focus on Windows and PowerShell. But 9 times out of 10, you're going to want to focus on Linux and Unix. I would say maybe more on the Linux side and learning the Bash. All right, so here also you can also learn like Vim, Nano, Emacs for like writing your
Move on,
scripts.
back to work. Chop, chop. Let's go. Come on, get a move on. Back to work. Back to work. Back to work.
And like so you also have process monitoring, performance monitoring, network tools. You're right. Version control, Git, definitely need to learn that. The hosting, GitHub, optional GitLab, Bitbucket, but GitHub is going to be your number one. Container management, Docker, which you've been working on. I am not familiar with LXC at all. But let's zoom out on this, right? Let's see how this all works out, right? So what is and how to set up X, networking, all this type of stuff. It is a huge roadmap, right? Because you need let's go through the yellows, right? So you need to have learning a programming language, learning operating systems, different operating systems, learning the terminal, learning version control hosting, containers, what is X and how to set up X. You need networking protocol, the cloud providers, AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, the top three, the big three, and then there's some other ones under there. Serverless technologies, right? Provisioning, configuration management, right? Ansible is on our roadmap for the course that we're taking. CI/CD tools, secret management, infrastructure management, log management, Elastic Stack, Splunk, a container orchestration, which includes Kubernetes, application monitoring, look at Kubernetes right there, right? Application monitoring, artifact management, GitOps, service mesh, cloud design patterns, all of that good stuff, right? And now they have specific roadmaps for Docker, Kubernetes, Linux, backend. But this roadmap is specifically for DevOps, which is massive. I would say you can pair some of this stuff up. I would say like learn a programming language. You definitely you can learn Python while learning something else. Maybe learning Python while learning about Linux possibly to get started. So it's going to be the Linux, the terminal, and the learning a programming language. They kind of go together, but that I think I'm going to drop this link into the chat because I think this is a great way to see what you're getting yourself into. Always check the roadmap. A lot to learn, but you can do it in pieces, but time is not going to wait for you, all right? But let's go back to full screen. Let me check if there's anything in the chat before we move on. Let's see. Let me see. All right. Let's see. Magnetar says, push the trolls down the stairs. Whoa. Magnetar. This is a fun, peace-loving channel. We do not push the trolls down the stairs. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. I don't know. All right. Let's see. Roxy or Magnetar says, as far as coding, you can learn one without the other. Says, can you learn one without the other? Meaning, would you need to know how to do Python before you can learn Rust? No, you do not need to know how to do one without the other. I recommend Python because it's probably one of the easiest ones. I've never looked into Rust, but languages are agnostic of each other, right? You can like, let's say you're interested in being a web developer. You can learn web development via I have a link for the web development course that I took, but it starts you off with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and then it gets into like more advanced, like, Node, database and stuff like that. But you could also say, I'm going to learn Java, and Java is probably one of the harder ones to learn as well as C#. But you can say, I'm going to go with Java and build like desktop type applications and stuff. You could say, I'm going to learn Python based on your needs. So it is not you need one to learn the other. It's you choose the language and you go with that. I'll say choose the language based on your needs. If you're interested in going into cybersecurity, I would probably say stick with Python, right? Just depending on what you need. Roxy asks, Magnetar, I'm curious to know, how is Python going? But Magnetar says it is going poorly.
Bruh.
You know what? Magnetar, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to plan out some office hours in the Patreon where anything that you guys are working on for tech-wise, if you're learning Python, if you're learning ethical hacking, whatever, can call in like on Google Meet and share your screen, and I can answer your questions. I'm gonna schedule it. I'm gonna see when I can do it. But I think that is going to be very helpful to the Patreon members, so that I'll be available. Maybe do like an hour online, maybe hour and a half, and answer whatever questions, help with whatever you need. All right, we'll figure that out. And Roxy says Python is time consuming. It is time consuming, especially if you are just learning it. So shout out to all those who are learning Python, including Rock the Scrubs, Roxy. We got my guy on the Twitch side of the game showing us the love to Twitch. Says Maddox12. Good afternoon, team. Good afternoon to you as well, Maddox.
I appreciate you.
And Maddox says cyber security, go with Python and PowerShell. Question about that, Maddox, which whenever you have a chance to answer. But if you go with PowerShell, would you be doing cybersecurity on a Windows machine? Because I know they're always talking about like Kali Linux and stuff like that. But is Windows like commonly used to do well, I guess I take that back, because there's a lot of aspects of, I was just thinking about the ethical hacking, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of different things that go on in cybersecurity on the Windows side of it. So you know what? I take it back. I take this just as they'll do in Men in Black. Just boom. All right. Just forget I said that. I answered my own question. Right. So let's jump into our last 20-minute segment of today before we head out for the rest of the weekend. I have more work to do. I have Scrum Night tonight with my Tech Barbarians, where we're going to be wrapping up the sprint. So I have a full day ahead of me. All right, so let's get to it. Let's get to our last 20-minute segment.
It's time to do.
All right, so we're going to do this whole new repository stuff, because for some reason my GCR1 is telling me not happening today. All right, so let's switch over to here and see what we have to do. We're going to create the repository location US East 1. And all right, so let's see what happens. All right, let's go here. And I'm going to say, let me switch over here. It says G Cloud artifacts repositories create, and I'm going to call it the UDEC. I can have, I'm just trying to think, can I have, let's try that. Let's say UDEC, and we're going to do repository format equals Docker dash location equals US East 1 dash description urban dictionary economic data repo project equals urban dictionary economic data. Enter. Okay, let's see what we get. Doing its thing. All right, we got that created. So now let's do another list. Let's do another list. And we have now US East 1, UDEC. So we did have this one. I just don't understand this one right here. That one is weird to me, but whatever. Let's go to tag. Well, before we do that, let's go over here. And we have, so let's do our I think we have our authentication already. So let's go to obtain an image to push. So we're not going to do that one. So let's all right, let's add image to repository. So we're going to do over here. We will do clear. We're going to say Docker images grep, and grep we're going to do UDEC-FE. We're going to say this one right here, Docker tag that, and we're going to say, let's do latest, and we're going to say US East 1 dash docker.pkg dot dev slash urban dictionary dash economic data slash the repo UDEC slash, and we're going to name that UDEC-FE, and then latest. All right, let's do that. And I'm going to say copy this right here. And we're going to say Docker push. Let's see if that works. Nice. It is pushing our image. I don't know why it's referring to that one, but okay. Let's see. All right, so it pushed it up there. Let's go to, so let's check our repo. We're gonna go over here. We also have to push the backend too at this point, right? Let's go to here, and let's refresh that. Or no, let's not do that. Let's go to. All right, there goes our UDEC, and there goes our front end. All right, perfect. So while we're here, let's push our backend as well. So let's do clear Docker images. I'm going to be using this grep command all the time now. Docker images, pipe grep, and we're going to say udec-be. And we have that. Docker. I'm going to do like this. I'm going to cheat. Sorry. But we're going to do be. Come on. We're going to do be. And we're going to do be. Tag that. And I'm going to push this up. Docker push. And we are good to go. So now, if I go back to over here and I refresh, let's go back to here. If I refresh, I'm going to lose my terminal. And there we go. We have our front end and our back end. Not going to do Mongo because it's going to be worse to do Mongo. All right, cool. So now we can do back to Kubernetes. We have that. So now back to Kubernetes. Let's see. Configure. What's this? Where's our? All right, so there goes our Kubernetes, right? So we have. All right, we have our get authentication credentials. We did all that already. So let's create. Okay. Somebody wants to go out. All right, so we're gonna do create our deployment, and it's gonna be based on our package here. So let's do inside of our terminal. We're gonna do cube. Your connection? What? Why is my connection lost in my terminal? Let me make sure we're still good over here. Yeah, we're still good. All right, how do I reconnect? Honestly, I don't know which one I enjoy more, right? And I don't know because I love this DevOps stuff. I love the large language model stuff. If I could find a way to just bring them all together, I would, right? But I love the large language model stuff. I love the cybersecurity stuff, you know. But let's get started. Cube. Let's see if we remember. Let's see how much we remember, right? Cube CTL. Is it deployment or create? Create cube CTL create deployment, and it's going to be dash image equals us dash east 1 dot pkg dot dev dot what? Okay, we have it up here. Oh, dash docker us1 dot dash docker dot pkg dot dev slash urban dash dictionary dash economic dash data slash udec slash, and we're going to be okay. No, we're good because we're not starting. We have to set our environments as well, so we can do that. So udec-be, and that is going to be latest. Let me check our documentation. That's about it, right? So let's do that. Oh, I need to get a name for the deployment. So we're gonna call that deployment udec-be. udec-be for our backend. Let's see what happens. Let's authorize. And it is created. So if we do, cube. So what we've been doing locally with Minikube, we're doing it now on Google Cloud, right? Cube get deployments, right? And there goes our udec-be. It's not ready, it's not working yet, which is fair. now I remember that. Let me see. So it's a kubectl. We need to get out. All right, so let's go to, because in order for the for our backend to work, we're gonna need to log into here. Go here. So we are inside of Mongo Atlas, and we're gonna go to network access, and let's see. We will say for now, I'm gonna add an IP, say allow anything, allow from anywhere, and Kubernetes trial, to our Kubernetes live stream, right? Confirm. And it should be connecting in a second. All right. Taking its time, I guess. All right, so we're active. Next up, we want to say, so we want to set our environment variable. Let's see, how do we do that again? kubectl set env. There we go. So it's going to be set resource name. So it'd be deployment and then the name and then the key and the value for our, and I think that's the only thing that our backend needs, right? Is it needs the so I'm trying to think the best way to do this. Let me see. Let's go to here and let's search for secrets manager, because I want to use a secret for the parameter for its enable. But all this is part of DevOps, right? All of this is part of DevOps. Pricing is free for the first 10,000 K, and then no, tier 1 is, but whatever. Let's see. So our secrets manager is create and access a secret. But you need you need the security. This is where the cybersecurity part comes into it, right? All right. So my super secret data gcloud. Let's see, console. Go to secrets manager. On the secrets manager page, create secret. Under name, enter my. All right. So let's go here. Say create secret, and we're going to say Mongo UDEC access, right? Let me see. Oh, okay, so let's say Mongo UDEC Mongo connection string, right? Let's call it that. And the secret value is going to be, all right, let me go off screen, right, for a second so you don't see what I'm going to be entering in here. You know, I'm not trying to have you guys getting my Mongo access, which I don't even know where to get this information from, to be honest. All right, let's go to I don't know what the password is, to be honest with you. Let me see if I can find it. Let's go to connect through. All right. Let me go over to here. Now I don't know the let me see if I can find the password. I know I have it stuffed somewhere. Let me see. It is, where did I stuff it? Where did I stuff that password? Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. I can put it on this screen for now. But let me see if I can find it because I just need that password for the database. I think I found it. All right, let me go back to full screen for a second while I put the password in, and we will see what happens. Hopefully that works. That. All right, let's go back over here. And now we're going to click on create secret. Secret is now created. And to access that secret, I'm going to do something like this, right? So now we're going to see how to pass secret to secret in Google Cloud Console in Kubernetes. I don't know. Kubernetes. Let's see how that. Let's see. Use secret manager add-on with Google Kubernetes. All right. To pass a secret into Google Cloud Console to Kubernetes cluster, you need to use Google Cloud Secret Manager to store the secret. Then create a Kubernetes secret object that references the secret, allowing your pod to access it within the cluster by mounting the secret as a volume or environment variable. Can enable the secret manager add-on when creating a new GCE cluster to simplify this project. Oh, I didn't do that. Let's see. To go to Google Cloud, all right, create a secret. We did that. Add it. All right, we did that. Configure access to your Kubernetes service account. Okay. In the Identity Access Management admin, navigate to the services account associated with it. Okay. Grant necessary permissions to the secret manager. Create the Kubernetes secret command to create. Okay. Specify the secret manager secret name and version in your Kubernetes secret definition. I'm not too sure about that part yet. Which this is all about. This is all part of learning DevOps, to be honest with you, right? Let's see. So we have our secret configured, right? Use secret manager add-on. So let's do this. Let's go to limitations of secret manager add-on. The secrets does not support the following. All right, that's cool. So enable the secrets manager and Google Kubernetes. All right, we did that. Enable the secrets manager add-on. So let's go to Kubernetes Engine. Let's go to enabling the add-on. Where do that? Where do that? Let's go to here, maybe. Let's see. Let's see. Where is that? Where do you enable that? Let me. Secrets and config maps? Let's see.
Lunch break! Lunch break!
Let me see if I can at least find this. All right. So go to Kubernetes Engine, click create. In the create cluster dialog, configure, click security, enable secrets manager. Well, what if you already have it though? On an existing, in the cluster list, click on the name of the cluster you want to modify. On the cluster detail page, in the security section, click Secret Manager. In the Secret Manager, enable secret. All right, so let's see that. On the cluster detail page, in the security section, click Secret Manager. So cluster detail. And I don't see it. Why do I not see it? I'm on the cluster detail page, aren't I? On the cluster detail page in the security, security section. Is there a security section? Am I blind? I mean, I might be. Security? Oh, is it this one? Posture management? Container security? Is that it? I don't think it's this. Wait, container security API lets you audit your cluster. No, that's not it. That is not it. Oh, where is it? Overview. Create cluster. Clusters. I don't know why I don't see it. Details. Let me see. Oh, security. There we go. Secret. Okay, there we go. Secrets manager. Enable secrets manager. Save changes. Look at that. Absolutely awesome. Let's see. We got that done. Verify secrets add-on installation. So let's finish up with the secrets thing and then we'll be good to go. Let's do configure application to authenticate to the secrets manager API. Interesting. But we will not. Let's just do this part right here. Cluster, describe, cluster name, grep. All right, so I am not going to remember all this stuff. Let's do gcloud containers clusters describe. All right, we're going to go over to here and we're going to say gcloud cluster, or I don't remember what it was. That was a lot. Is gcloud containers clusters. And that's like all these and like they all have their own syntaxes and stuff like that. So being familiar, knowing how to navigate, knowing how to search is important. All right, so gcloud containers cluster this is annoying. I'm just gonna copy it because this is like I don't know why the autocomplete isn't working. Let's just do that. We're gonna go here. Not a fan of copying and pasting, but my autocomplete isn't working. Gcloud containers cluster name is UDEC-GKE. Location is US East 1. Nothing showed up. Nothing showed up. What's that? What's going on over here? Shows us it's enabled. So if we look over here, to verify the secrets manager is on the run the following command. The name of the cluster. Do I have the right cluster name? Let me see. This is that part of it. Where was I? Over here. Kubernetes Engine. UDEC-GK. Isn't that what I typed in? I don't know. It's not finding it.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up.
Well,
Wrap it up, B.
oh wait, is there more? Hold on. No. What if I take that one off? We're gonna wrap it up though. I think we are good for today. Grep option. Let's just not do grep. Let's do this. What if we? Oh, that's a lot of stuff. That's why they wanted us to do grep. All right, whatever. We'll pick up from here next week. We're going to finish setting up our secret so that we can connect our deployment and our service to our Mongo database, and then we'll deploy the front end as well. All right, that is the plan for next week. But that's it for today. That is it for today. Let me check the chat, and then I will give my final thoughts right now. Right, final thoughts for today. So, final thoughts. Please do me a favor. Tune in tomorrow for a candid conversation. Hopefully, it will give you a boost of confidence, a boost of motivation. You can accomplish what you want to accomplish if you stop letting other things get in the way. If you stop making excuses and you just go after it, right? You can do it. And also tune into tomorrow morning, large language models. We're going to be exploring DeepSeek and seeing if we can integrate DeepSeek into our content creation assistant tool, right? Where it helps. Right now, it's helping me to, create my titles, descriptions, and my keywords. And soon I'm going to be setting it up to, maybe not yet, to actually generate the description or the thumbnail for me, but at least in order to be able to give me a thumbnail idea. I don't know. I will see. I'll think about it and go from there. All right. Let me check. So that's tomorrow morning, 7:45-ish a.m. Tune in and let's have some fun. Let me check the chat before we get up and out of here. Let's see. All right. So my best friend Mitch is in the building. Shout out to my guy Mitch.
Did we just become best friends?
Yup. And Mitch says it just gets to a point where he just can't stay in the clouds anymore. He says, you know what? I just gotta let my guy TechCrotroff know how much that I appreciate him and that he is above all other content creators. He is my favorite content creator of all time. So you know what, Mitch? Thank you so much for that. I truly, truly appreciate you letting me know how much you appreciate the work that I do here and that I am your favorite content creator that to ever bless the internet. All right.
I appreciate
you, Mitch. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And by the way, Mitch, you used to what happened, Mitch? Like you used to be so kind to my friend Roxy, and now you're just like, hey, Roxy, like, where's the enthusiasm, Mitch? Where is the enthusiasm? Come on, Mitch. You can do better. You can do better, Mitch. You can do better. And Maddox12 says, I got a boost. Need to schedule the time to achieve my goals and stay constant. Well, Maddox, tune in tomorrow at noon. We're gonna have a great conversation about that, and I'm going to work on scheduling office hours where we can just hang out. And if anyone has any questions, needs any help, then we can do that. Maybe I'll do. Oh my God, it's gonna take all my Saturdays. I don't know. I'll figure it out, but maybe I'll do one weekend a month or one Saturday a month of, or maybe I could do a Sunday, but either a Saturday or Sunday of office hours, and then another weekend where I'm doing, study time, work time, where we're just hanging out, listening to Abandon, listening to Victory Album, listening to some other songs, and we are just working. We are just working. All right. But yeah, that's about it. That is whoa. Stop the show. It says, why is TCR being me? What did I do? I'm just saying. Mitch used to be so enthusiastic when Rock the Scrubs, Roxy would be in the building. And now it's like, hey, Roxy, I'm like, whoa. Put some respect on Roxy's name. All right. I'm just saying. Oh my God, Mitch. All right, see, there goes the Mitch that I know. There goes the Mitch that I know. There goes my Mitch. There it says, Rob said you want. Oh my God. All right, you know what? That's enough, Mitch. That is enough. That is enough. But I don't even know why I brought that up. Oh my. All right. Well, on that note, we are ending the show. Mitch, you are a troublemaker, Mitch. You are a troubled troublemaker. Anyways, we're gonna wrap it up. You guys, thank you. You know what? I have a question for you. After all this work that we did exploring the Google Kubernetes engine, secrets manager, the detour to Docker, tagging and pushing it up, all that good stuff. My question to you is...
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
I am so entertained, learned a lot of exploring, a lot of good stuff, but that's it. And Rock the Scrubs, Roxy says, I am more than my scrubs. Oh, see, look at that. You get it. Always and forever, way more than your scrubs. And Mitch, Mitch, you are so bad. You are so bad, Mitch. You are, Mitch. You know what, Mitch? A final question for you, Mitch. A final question for you.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions. Number one, how dare you?
How dare you know you get one of these. You get one of these two.
How dare you?
You get two versions, all right? But that is it for today. I am going to get up and out of here because me and Mitch we're causing trouble. We are causing trouble. It's time to go. It is time to go. So, with that being said, this is Tech Coach Ralph. We are out.
They said I wouldn't make it, they laughed at my dream. Every move I made felt like swimming upstream. But yesterday I met a fan, eyes full of belief. In their gaze I saw the end to my grief.
Doubt didn't win, trust began. Looked in the mirror, saw my biggest fan. Heart beats like a drum, fight through the span. Kept on pushing, now I'm the man.
Folks called it trash, said I'd never thrive. Every word I spat, cut deep like a knife. Thought my wings were clipped, stuck in a dive. But mirrors don't lie, I saw myself alive. I put in all the hours, climbed out from the dirt. They dissed and dismissed, said I'd always get hurt. Met a fan so loyal, reflections don't lie. My biggest supporter is just me in my mind.
Through the noise and shadows I held my ground. Bumps, bruises, broken, no comfort found. But that fan smile turned my world around. Now I'm rising sky high above the sound.
Doubt didn't win and trust I began. When I looked in the mirror, saw my biggest fan. Heart beats like a drum, fight through the span. Kept on pushing, now I'm the man.
From the ashes I flew, they can't dim my flame. Every mocking voice only fed my aim. Yesterday showed me it's not just a game. Cause in my reflection I found my name.
Folks called it trash, said I'd never thrive. Every word I spat, cut deep like a knife. Thought my wings were clipped, stuck in a dive. But mirrors don't lie, I'm the man.
From the ashes I flew, they can't dim my flame. Every mocking voice only fed my aim. Yesterday showed me it's not just a game. Cause in my reflection I found my name.
called it trash, said I'd never thrive. Every word I spat, cut deep like a knife. Thought my wings were clipped, stuck in a dive. But mirrors don't lie, I'm the man. Grinding hard, we never sleep. The mountain's high, but the climb's so steep. With every push, we prove our might. True giants own the night.
Foot on their necks, they think they can rise. Boss up with no work is living a lie. We're the giants, we're earning our keep. You're only here cause we let you breathe.
You think you got what it takes, but you don't. No accolades, no grind, watch your throne. We built this empire brick by brick, while you sit back pretending you're slick.
We the true giants, the leaders of the pack. You're in our shadow, watch your back, only here, because we allow it. So know your place, you'll never outgrow. Yeah, every triumph, every trophy we earned, while you chasing dreams yet to be learned. We fought battle scars to get to the top. Your lazy hustle just makes us stop. Burnt out pretenders can't make the climb. Step aside, kid, it's our time to shine. Feel the pressure, feel the heat. True giants never accept defeat. We the true giants, the leaders of the pack. You're in our shadow, watch your back, only here, because we allow it. So know your place, you'll never outgrow, you'll never outgrow, you'll never outgrow. Oh, grinding hard, we never sleep. The mountain's high, but the climb's so steep. With every push, we prove our might. True giants own the night. You'll never outgrow. We the true giants, the leaders of the pack. You're in our shadow, watch your back, only here, because we allow it. So know your place, you'll never outgrow, you'll never outgrow. Hey, no, you'll never outgrow. You'll never outgrow. You giants, true giants, you'll never outgrow.